getting my email from. I haven't posted my email in like months. But anyway, email away if you find my email address. So I read the email. I stopped what I was doing and read the email because the title of it was, I can't believe you said that. So I'm like, well, naturally, I'm going to open it up, right? So they started out with, I don't have any credibility in their minds whatsoever. Not anymore. I might sound like I know what I'm talking about. I may demonstrate and hold an intelligent conversation. And there's some things I do know about. But as far as this particular topic, this person was emailing me about, telling me that I'm nothing but a bullshitter. So, all right. So I kept on reading, and I'm like, all right. So they're referring to one of my videos I put out. I don't know, one of the last 2 or 3 before this one that uploaded today. I'm talking about the unknown creature here. I didn't say what I thought it was. I didn't describe it. All I said, it was unknown, and a lot of people don't believe me. So they went on and on and on and on and telling me that I know better than that. If I was a true outdoors person, and if I claim to be in the woods as much as I say that I am, then I know better. Then I know better than to believe this or that. And my eyes are playing tricks on me, and I'm a little dramatic. They also went on to say that these are the worst types, folks. Basically, they were telling me that I was laughable, and they're not going to bother wasting their time on listening to anything else I have to say. Now, the worst people are the ones that judge, the ones that criticize, the ones that basically call me stupid, are the ones that they're either hunters, they're avid outdoorsmen, they're lumbermen. Those hunters, those are the ones that judge and criticize the most and the harshest, because they've never seen anything. Well, way back when, I explained why some people, in my opinion, do not see anything that they don't know that's already there. Does that make any sense? That doesn't make any sense. So if you go out into the woods with a gun, with a bang, and let's say you're sitting on the ground or you're sitting in a tree stand and you're hunting. First of all, a lot of people, hunters, think that they're outsmarting the wildlife. You are in their house. They know you are there. Wildlife are also very curious. They're wary of men. They're wary of women. Not so wary of children. If you are out in the woods in a tree stand and you've got a bang, you've already told that section of woods your intention. Whether you say it or not, they already know your intention. You're out to kill. I personally believe they can sense that. All animals can sense that. If you are going out into the woods just to become one with the woods, just to enjoy it, maybe you found a stump or a log to sit on, and you're just sitting there quietly and really enjoying and taking in everything around you, I believe they can sense that too. They don't sense any fear. They might be curious. They might be watching you and you don't see them, but they can see you. They can certainly smell you. So I believe that animals that rely on their instincts, they have tuned that in, so they have a pretty good sense of a person in the woods. I truly believe that. If you go out into the woods with no malicious intent, you're not hunting, you're not cutting down their forest, their home. If you are going out there just to enjoy nature, you're not in a hurry, you're just strolling along until you find a good place to sit, and then you sit there quietly and you take it all in. That's putting off a vibe. Going out in the woods with the intent of killing something is also putting on a vibe. I think these creatures really understand your intent. I truly do. I truly believe that, folks. Now, can you be going out into a deer stand and sit there for hours and hours? I used to hunt, folks. I used to do that. I was the person that sat out there the longest. And when everybody else came in, they rest, and then they go back out just before closing time, like an hour and a half, 2 hours before the hunting season is done for the day. Time's up for the day, legally. If it's warm, and when I call warm, if it's 40 degrees and above, I will sit there all day. When I sat, I became one with what I was sitting in. I wasn't talking. I wasn't humming. I wasn't scanning. If I moved, it took me a long time to turn my head. You got to be patient. You can't be eager. I've shot a lot of game. I've shot a lot of deer right around 2 o'clock in the afternoon when the woods was quiet. I became one with my tree stand. I became one with the tree that I was sitting in. I didn't move. You become one. Was I hunting? Did game come along? A lot of times the wildlife will move once the woods quiet down. A lot of time that happens. So this person has left my channel. They'll never watch another one. I've lost all credibility. That's perfectly fine. This person had to check their ego. They had to realize that just because they think it's nonsense, they had to open up their mind a little bit. Not be so critical, not be so judgmental. Just because you haven't seen anything that you couldn't explain doesn't mean it doesn't happen to someone else. Die-hard outdoors people are the worst. And this person knew it all. Because it didn't happen to them. It doesn't happen. It's not real. Because they're the best hunter. They're the best woodsman. And if it hasn't happened to them, then it's not real. I think some people need to check their ego at the door, stop being so closed-minded, and maybe they will start seeing things. Right? Maybe. So anyway,